Welcome, everybody, to another Flipside. It's Monday night, episode 170. We've got Carnage movie trailer drop today. We've got JSC silliness, I guess, and market report. All kinds of fun. Pickups. Hang out. Peace.
Tales from the Flipside. Flipside.
Oh boy, we got another Monday night. The chat is lively already. So we got John Z in the house, the one and only Mercenaut. Sean Bigleg is in the house. Nico is sure to show up shortly. Dino is nursing a horrible crack hangover, like 5 days straight, bro. Like, no, I mean, he got his vaccine. He's a good boy.
Him and his mom get after it every Mother's Day, dude. It's like broken record, dude. Can't count on that guy the day after Mother's Day.
Oh, maybe that was a bad joke. Jesus, I'm good at bad jokes, everybody. I'm really good at it. I am really good at it. All right, so listen, we had a lot of fun this last week. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Tales from the Flipside. 4K followers. We're about to hit close to 4,100, I think, by the end of this. So thank you, everybody that joins in on all these shows, hangs out with us, listens to them after the fact, listens to the podcast, hangs out on all the chats. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. So let's get into some fun news. The trailer dropped. The Carnage trailer dropped. Let There Be Carnage. I think it's a pretty dope name.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known about that for a while, though, but really never really talked about it, right? And we finally got to see what they showed, 2 more symbiotes or potential symbiotes. One we know of. Was that Toxin? Scream. And Toxin, right?
Scream for sure. She's probably going to play a big role in this, I think. Especially in the beginning, getting well, I mean, you got to assume he starts locked up. I mean, I don't think we're giving much away with that. So I think, probably going to play a big role in either, his transformation or getting him out or both. So I Shriek. Yeah. Okay.
Shriek, man, there's too many of them.
Oh, I was going to say Screech. I was like, oh, don't you mean Screech?
Too soon.
Yeah, bro. Who's the king of bad jokes around here? Me, buddy. You're not allowed to do that.
What stuck out to me, and I'm kicking myself in the ass because I'll tell you the story. I think we talked about it before, but there was a lot of imagery related to Maximum Carnage, the original kind of series with him in the jail and the gurney being wheeled around looking thing. It just had a lot of imagery related to Maximum Carnage, and I remember that splash page maybe 6 months ago, looking at Nico and I talking like, what's that going to go for, and is it worth buying? We're both like, probably, and it went for way more than either of us could afford, but damn.
Yeah, and the same with Maximum Carnage, and then that church-looking window that was behind him. Yeah. So I don't know if they're keeping the same story where he was an orphan as a kid, like the real Cletus story. It probably could have had something to do with the church. I saw another video that equated that to to actually part of the video game had a background that looked similar to those windows. Now, I mean, I don't know how much of a reach. I don't know if it really matters. And I think, and that's the one that comes with the comic, right?
Yes,
that acclaimed comic.
Only some of
and those things, they're all like beat to shit, but they're still.
No, if you can find one with the whole set, the box and everything, that's the shit.
Yeah, that'd be freaking cool. And no, I haven't.
I think Paul had one at one point.
I think Paul bought the set but I think it came with a hardcover. I think it was the one that came with the hardcover.
Yeah,
maybe not the comic.
A later version or
there was like a legendary set or something like that came in a box and it had a hardcover and
that was pretty badass too.
Yeah. Do we? Doc Joe dropped a question. Do we think any superheroes will make any cameo appearances?
I doubt. I doubt this is where Spidey comes into play. I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be that early. If it would be definitely be a cameo. I don't think they want to. I don't think they want to steal this movie from Tom Hardy or Woody, who I'm actually really looking forward to them working as a team. I think that's actually be pretty cool. It seemed to me like they fixed Woody's hair, thankfully, because the after credit scene, man, that whatever he had going on with the curly stuff was kind of bad, and this looked a little, I don't know, this looked a little better. So I assume they kind of fixed it. I don't think
to me this is a role Woody should knock out the fucking park though.
Yeah, this got to be right up his alley.
I mean, this is natural born killers Woody.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to see both of them together. And I just
watched Zombieland with my kid the other night, and I was like, man, he's good. When he's good, he's good.
Woody's the man.
Yeah, I give him a lot of props. I still think he's one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood by far. Studley, real good dude, supposedly outside of Hollywood too. Super stoner, so I can always fucking get down with that.
It also felt like they were kind of lightening Tom Hardy up a bit. Not maybe the tone of the movie per se is still probably pretty dark, but I felt like they wanted to lighten it up just a bit.
Yeah, they're trying to make him likable.
It looked like a comedy. It looked like a dark comedy.
Yeah, when he walked into
Venom kind of is a dark comedy, you know? Could you imagine having a voice in your head all the fucking time? Well, besides the ones you already do.
Yeah, well, all right, so here's the question. We all know that book is gonna get a quick rise. Is it gonna stay, or is it gonna drop rapidly again like it did? You remember a couple of years ago when the first word came out that they were talking about it, and that book shot up quick, and then it just died super hardcore.
I think there's a lot of factors at play here that aren't normally at play with the traditional spec book, where it's sell at the trailer, or if you got to the movie, you're too damn late and go. I mean, there's all this new money in the market that's making things a little harder to read. Do I think it's going to take a little bit of a dive? Maybe, but it ain't coming down to $400. I mean, it's just not. I mean, it may slide. I looked at sales today. I didn't make the market report because it really didn't move the needle too much. There was a little more quantity sale, but the price was only up maybe $100 on a 9.8
for 361.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't crazy.
Wonder what I haven't really paid attention what 344 is doing, or even 360.
We had 344 on the show a while ago. It's in like a $400 9.8 or 4 to 500, I think.
Oh yeah, we did talk about it because we were saying last week how Robert Kirkman actually bought copies from us.
Yeah, so
I think are 298 and 344. Do they still have room? Like the first Eddie Brock, first Cletus Cassidy.
I don't think Eddie Brock
to me.
Eddie Brock
to me. Go ahead, John.
Has more because of the McFarlane on it, doesn't it?
It always did,
but it's both though. I think to me, 298's been one of the most underrated books in the history of comics. It's just so overshadowed by 300. But if you take in Eddie and then being the first Todd on there, I've always thought it was great. It's always sold well. 300 is just king. So.
I mean, just in the land of the $7,000 9.8 for ASM 300, I'm like,
that was last week, Nico.
Oh fuck! Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. The $10,000.
How about this one? So almost $950 on May 9th for a 9.8, right?
Was that a first print?
Check this out.
That was first print, but I think
it was
that
a first
down.
print. Oh, but today, an Amazing Spider-Man 361 9.6, $920.
You're not looking across all the data. There was some. I mean, it's been trending in the 12 to 14. So I don't know. I saw 15 tops. It's not. There's just ups and downs, but it's not Didn't do that.
Here you go. Here's old sales, I guess. Signature series. I'm doing Heinz first.
It's been
but
trending
May 8th,
over 1,000, 1,200 for a bit.
Newsstand, 1550.
Yeah, that's one of the worst. Man, oh god, I've sold them all day for 400.
Yeah. I
All
recently
day.
sold mine for 600, I think.
Ugh,
Mine, but it was a 9.6. Sorry, it was a 9.6.
And that's what I can't quite that's why I can't predict what the market's going to do, because in all of our heads, the top of that book was going to be $500 forever. I mean, that was going to be like, wow, that book is soaring. And now $500 people laugh at. And I think we have a hard time rectifying that book is not going to be $500 for any time soon.
Yeah, and then with people saying sell. I mean, you can go ahead and sell and make some money. I don't see this as any less of an investment book than anything else we've been talking about lately. I mean, Carnage clearly here to stay, finally getting his big movie debut, and one of the most beloved Spidey bad guys that is out there. But you remember as a kid though, you'd be like, oh wait, the Red Venom.
Right.
Like he was just the Red Venom.
Well, I mean, the other thing is, I mean, there's supply out there. This book now, we don't know what the demand's going to change to if this moves that needle. But most people that watched the Venom movie knew who Carnage was. I don't think there was a bunch of people that watched that movie that had no idea who Venom and Carnage were. But
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Right.
I tell you what, hey, it's
I
a
was
different
so
world. It's a different.
desensitized.
No, I was saying it's a different world from the end of that Venom movie, however long ago that came out, to now. And like people just want keys. They're hungry for keys. And this is a key issue. Doesn't matter if it has a large print run or not. He's going to be in movies forever now. You know what I'm saying? Carnage is going to be in movies forever. And people are going to want this book. Just the same way people want the first appearance of Gambit. Gambit hasn't been in a movie since 2009. You know what I mean? And it's just like this is like a major ass key. People love Spider-Man. People love Spider-Man villains. So this book is just going to keep going up and up. Even if this movie bombs, the book is going to go up and up. I bet.
Yeah, I think we're too jaded. We've been in this too long, and we can't give it the right view all the time.
Yeah.
And it's a top 20 for sure, but probably top 10 Spider-Man key. And that's a lot of books. It's really hard because there's so many like in the top 40, but like those are not even in low grade attainable for most.
If you kind of go pre-80 and post-80, or even like pre 70. I don't know, 72.
Would you say top 10?
That's top 20 for sure, and you're probably arguably top 10. You know what I mean? There's stuff. There's some of those early, the first.
I think if you're rating the character or the book, two different things.
I'm kind of thinking of it all if they were all in the same thing. Like if you were just gonna rank them,
Just like that.
you know what I mean? Like it's
So many.
not-
but there's so many in that first 50 that are good. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's why it's a problem with Spider-Man. But you got it. But if you go with modern and like, how many of those characters right now have their own monthly books that still show up that are I don't want to say a movie because you never know.
Well,
who
that's why I
they're
don't
gonna
say
bring
the
up and
book
down.
is the most important. I think the character is, the story is, the book itself, because of that print run versus the 60s print run, gets a little wonky. You know what I mean?
Sort of, but I'm just saying it's important. It's a mega importance of Spidey lore is Spider-Man 361. You know what I mean? That book hasn't been in the back bin since we were kids. You know.
No, but I will say
I started leaving the silver ones behind eventually because that was smart.
There are people that have a short box of these damn things. I mean, probably people with long boxes of them. Because I remember at the show Nico and I did a couple years ago, even with Stein. There's a guy talking to Stein, buying some keys and going, "Oh yeah, Carnage. We've been killing on Carnage. I got about 150 of them ready to go." So there's going to be a push, and some new buyers are going to get this book, but they're probably not going to be resold again for a while.
Yeah, and even somebody with the 150 of them, you know what I mean? Like, dude, there's the demand's a lot greater than that now. So I wouldn't worry. I just think it's always going to be liquid. Like, could you 6 months after this? I mean, depending on the market, it doubles again for some freaking possibility. I mean, I don't quite see that happening, but I was wrong this time. So other than the whole market getting higher and higher, yeah, maybe you can get it back a little bit cheaper for a little while people forget about it, but like it's not a shitty investment. To me, it's not. If you want to buy it, buy it. It's gonna be it's Spider-Man, dude. It's not going anywhere.
If you only got a couple copies or a couple nice copies, probably don't sell them. And if you're looking to sell, don't sell like too far after the movie for that first 6 months, because that's probably going to be its slowest time for a minute.
Yeah, and nothing, and that's another thing. You're going to be able to find it not as cheap as you could have gotten it up to this point. Like, I think I've got all the graded copies are gone. I think I've got three near mint raws left, and I never auctioned, never did anything to them. I don't know why I didn't grade them. But also, like, up until, honestly, mostly until this year or 6 months ago, maybe 10 months ago, if something wasn't a 9.8, or I didn't think it had like a real legit shot at 9.8, I wasn't grading them. No. Now I'm like, Jesus, who gives a shit? Like, I throw Hail Marys as the grading companies now. I don't think it's 9.8. I might get lucky, but I can apparently get a whole bunch more money out of 9.6s and 9.4s than I could have not that long ago.
If you open the box I sent you of books, you'll see that I was like, oh, fuck, whatever, man. Just throwing it at you and seeing what you can do.
Just dude. See what I can do. That's why I was looking through my stuff, and that's I find out that my 298s, 299s, and or 361s, some hobgoblins. I'm like, thank God I didn't take the easy money on these back in the day, because they've always been liquid.
Oh,
I think those keys or spider keys are liquid. They could be gone.
Shit, it pisses me off.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens if the movie's any good. I hope
they go forward to the movie just because it'll be fun.
We'll see. I just wanted them to bring Venom into the MCU, and I know it'll probably never happen.
We asked who do we think we'd see. I do think it's probable we see some kind of hints towards the Morbius thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Whether he makes a little cameo or something,
Yes. Yeah, keep that Sonyverse going, right? They gotta limp that thing along. It's bad. All right, let's see if his gerbil is running speed. If not, it will run faster once he stays on. Just hang out.
We're gonna have to start a GoFundMe for Nico to move out of fucking BFE.
Yeah. Just hang out for a little while; it'll kick in there, Nico.
We'll just treat him like we do all of his West Virginia people. Just talk slowly; he'll catch up.
Yeah, 150 people in the live chat. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you guys haven't already, let this be the time. Hopefully, we've impressed you guys enough to at least subscribe. If you guys have hung out with us more than once, do us also a favor and hit that bell so you guys get notified whenever we drop something new. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming in the next couple weeks, so make sure you guys hang out. I do want to. There was something I did want to bring up real quick, just because. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll put in the private chat to see if I can bring it up real quick. Hold on, let me just do this. What do you guys think?
I always say yes.
Should I talk about that?
Hold on.
This is. Should I wait?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wait. It's nothing crazy. It's just something that hasn't quite hit the comic world yet, and it'll be worth the wait, guys. All right, I apologize. All right, you want to do the market report there, John? You want to get in the market report?
I can do the market report. I would love to, because I'm going to start with my favorite fucking book.
Of course you are, and everyone knows what that book is.
Hold on. Sorry, I got tied up looking at something to reference just for a second point that I didn't include.
Well, we talked about this. I forget what show it was. I think it was the Hot 10 where we talked about this, because it was on the Hot 10 this week.
I was watching it.
Yeah, because this issue sold, right? Or was this another issue?
No, it sold. It hasn't. All right, so 9/8s have not sold since the book has been running up. I think it was right around COVID when it went from like the 9.6s were about 700 to 800, and all of a sudden, it was 1,500. It was 2,000. The 9.4s, the 9.2s, 9.0s even ran up, and one person right around that time listed a 9.8 SS at 500. Buy it now, and I freaking stalled a little bit and didn't buy it. I should have, because I'm like, that's too cheap. That's too cheap with everything else running. When a 9.6 is at 2K plus, the 9.8 is not. 9.8 tends to stay at least triple a 9.6 in books like this. So no sales have happened in a long ass time. I sure wasn't going to test the market, but this one popped up. First 9.8 Blue Label in close to a year and a half, maybe even a little more. Last sale was 3,500, and I think also on Comic Link. But this bad boy, I was thinking was going to hit 7,500. Went for 96 and change, so almost 10K on this damn book. So it is joining the big boys with Albedo and that kind of stuff. So next Primer 2 is probably going to be a Mother 2.
What do you think? What are these selling for raw? Do these ever come up raw anymore?
They do. I mean, I don't see them coming up for less than 500 pretty much, unless it is just beat to shit. At 8.5 sold for near $1,000. I want to say in that 800 range. So if you're getting a raw in upper mid grade, it's going to probably cost you $500 to $800, and anything nicer is going to be more. Now, I don't think it's going to jump again for a while. I think it's just a lot of built up demand. There's not a lot of 9.8s. I'm sorry, I didn't look at the census off the top of my head. I want to say it's 40 to 50. I could be a little off. It's not many. And it just was a lot of market demand on this guy. So, yeah, very happy. Let's go with that. Next book. I could have went two ways on this. Two books that to me were really interesting. 300, of course. What caught me here is two of these images are Comic Link. One was like I think ended on Thursday or Friday, and it ended at 6,200-ish. And then one on eBay ended up at 8,000. And then the second one, because Comic Link, when they've got a bunch of modern, we'll put them in 2 different days. The second one was like almost numbers are so damn small, close to 8,500 or something. Jesus Christ. So to me, it's interesting that in the same auction on 2 different days, it sold for such a big swing. The first copy was there, and then, they lost it, and everybody went nuts on the second copy. So I don't think that's a trailer-driven thing. I think that's purely just, holy shit, we underbid. And why did we do that? So this book is floating in the mid 8,000s now. Less than, 6 weeks since it was a $5,000 book? Maybe 5 weeks since it was a $5,000 book?
Yeah, since you bought one.
Nico, you're a little low.
He said since you bought one.
Yeah, I know. I want her to say it louder. Thanks on that deal, Nico. I appreciate you brokering it. Oh, shit. The other one, this one's a little more, I don't know what to say. I was watching this one thinking it would end at, 7, 8, 9, maybe approach the 10K mark. It was the double signed 9.8 platinum. It went for 36,000. Now, I don't know what to say here. I looked at the bidding history. It was pretty regular bidding up to 7,700. After that, it was 2 guys, one with 2 feedback and one with 38.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Does there being people's primary accounts, not their dummy accounts, entering bids all the way up to a certain amount mean that those bids were valid? I'm confused.
It means one of 2 things happen. New buyers both went against each other and overpaid for a book by 4 times. Seems unlikely that 2 such buyers exist.
By 4, you mean 10?
Yeah.
10. No. Why do you say that?
It's like a $3,600 book on its best fucking day ever. And I love the Platinum McFarlane Spider-Man 1. But hey, maybe I'm just old and grumpy. Add me to that.
I'm gonna say you're a little old and grumpy because honestly, I pulled the image from Comic Link because they had a blue label go for $6K and change this auction, and you don't get as much shenanigans on Comic Link because I don't think they let you cancel shit like that as much. I mean, they usually vet their buyers. If you cancel, you're not going to bid again. So that makes me think that 7K range for that double sign sounds about right. That there were a couple real bidders till there, and after that, things went awry. So just if you look at market prices, just watch what's happening.
I'd love to talk to the seller and see if they got paid.
If they got paid, aim fucking end, man.
Yes. Good. Yeah. We always hold our breath when something sells and you're like, what the fuck? Oh, shit, they paid. Dude, I'd make a second trip to
story of my life.
Yeah, I make a second trip to the post office on days when people just buy ridiculous things.
I'm
going back. It's too late. No cancellation. Just to mail it in like 30 minutes.
We really should, like, on our list of things we solicit, unpaid eBay items. Send them to us on IG. Screenshot it. Let us
me know when you get a price that you can't refuse and you get fucked.
I'd love to keep score.
All right, so let me just say, we had to talk about it. It's too big a sale to not notice. I do remember saying to Nico, because the 6K sale got me peaked. The last time this book came up was mid-February, and one went for 2K, and I went, if we're talking sports cards collectors, this is a rare variant, a 9.8, a tough book. Seems like one that, if that's the audience we're talking about, is probably going to go to for a 90s book. And I thought maybe it'd shoot to 3 or 4. I'm going to argue that it's a 6K book right now. So there's some weird shit going on. I'm going to stick on some Spider-Man stuff here.
No, it's probably complete bullshit. And honestly, I hate the SIGs on there. It's a T McFarlane. The stand's like off on it. It's definitely not the only SS. Maybe you can't get another. Another one's going to come for sale.
Yes,
it's just whatever, and there's no reason it shouldn't be up there.
There are 182 9.8s, 57 of them are SS. I don't know the breakdown of who's Stan and who's Todd and who's both, but you got to assume most of them are at least one or the other.
Yeah, somebody's got Bagley signing that or something. You're just out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
But
all right. So this book we've talked about before. This is one of the La Prensa's non-canon runs out of Mexico. I know this came as a not sold book, but the seller is a friend of the podcast. I know who it is. We verified the buyer, who's a Golden Age buyer, and he paid $3K for this book.
Wow, dude.
Probably in a 4.5 to 5.5 range. So not a high grade. This is just the grade you're going to find. So I think people are getting onto this run.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a 9.6 of that for our buddy.
You did, and
he's
really fucking happy.
Yeah, I think I see him over there partying. He's got to be really happy because if you got this thing for $37.50, that was one of my favorite press jobs of all time. I was pretty proud of that one.
I love Robert to death, and I'm glad he got that book. But that book is one I passed to him and thought every time he shows me that 9.6, I'm like, why didn't I buy it?
Dude,
what was I doing?
I love it.
Oh my god! But I'm glad my boy's got it. He deserves it.
They say 9.4, but whatever. Honestly, that might as well be a 10.0 for that book, I think. So
exactly.
I do have two. I do have two in the pile that you're pressing. So, but they're not 9s.
Right.
They're 5s. That's okay. They were $1,000 5s when I mailed them out. Now they're $3,000 5s.
Sweet.
Pop this one in because I just don't see it all the time. The old Mary Jane Venom 9.6 SS 2400.
How the mighty have fallen.
That's still a solid price for a 9.6. I think
I'd buy that all day, dude. Even with I'd actually prefer it without that Stanley scribble over there next to your head.
Fucking man.
By a lot, and I'm not saying I I have Stan Lee books, and I'm cool with them, or whatever. This is not one that I would choose for that. And but I'd say 24 for a 9.6 with even the Stan on it. I mean, honestly, I'd buy that right away for $2,400.
I think
that's terrible.
That's one of those books, though, that you either love or hate, and I also don't know if new buyers are even aware of this kind of shit yet.
They're not. We're gonna have to start revisiting the Venoms. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to give them their love back instead of this like store variant flash in the pan shit. Get some real ratios, fuckers.
Wait, or there's one Venom book to buy. It's ASM 300.
Yeah.
Well, here's the question, and I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but we've heard about other of the Venomized variants popping up, in large quantities. Is this sitting around somewhere in large quantities?
No,
never. This didn't show up. Delato, the 667, never showed up. They're truly rare. There's not. Yeah, this didn't. There was any after sales on this thing. There was none of that.
It's if they're
got
around
them for 25 on release day and not look back. And yeah, there's not a box of these. And I happen to know which ones showed up separately at Diamond. Obviously, I know some people who were able to get some. One guy that got a lot, I actually won a bunch of his auctions because he kept running them like an idiot for 24 to 72-hour auctions, ending at 3 a.m. So I was able to actually get some like Iron Man 512 9.8 level, or the Del Mundo Hulk. I got 9.8 out of that, and those are just sitting in boxes because those are some of my favorite books. So 20. I wouldn't have thought this book. I didn't think you could get a raw for 24 for 24.50 or whatever that is, much less a 9.6 or a 9 or with the SS. I think the SS might actually hurt it a little in this particular instance.
Well, I also think, when we think of ratios, Spider-Man probably was the one they kind of set the mark on. How many are we going to print? Because Spider-Man sells. We can get Spider-Man. So they probably had decent estimates on that, where it's some of those secondary titles that, people may or may not buy.
Mm-hmm.
So
and there's some good ones, and I think a lot of those are good 9.8 investments right now, or even raw investments. I mean, this could be just like my age and my bias, and because a lot of those Venom variants from 2012 and I think 2011, those, I don't know, a lot of those are king to me. And
we cut our teeth on those, difficult. Man.
Yeah, they were hard to find. They were expensive when other variants weren't expensive. There wasn't really an expensive series except for that one, I don't think. The one guy actually put the whole set together.
Yeah.
The guy that used to write the dollar articles. Yeah. Sad Jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had it.
And he actually threw the set together. Which is impressive. Probably
so Carter,
easier now.
Everybody's swearing in the chat that you pulled one of these out of a box somewhere.
Yeah, I got one for $20 like 5 years ago.
Nice.
You suck.
5 years ago.
Yeah, but I sold it like maybe 4 years ago or something like that.
We need Stein to jump on and go, I picked one up last week.
Yeah.
For $750. All right. Secret Wars 8. This book's been climbing, but this is the Canadian price variant, one of only 36.98. So the Canadian price variant went for $38.50. Last recorded sale was last June at $9.50. So people are digging on the keys. People are digging on the price variants and the newsstands. So
can I ask a question about the modern Canadian price variants?
You can.
Sure.
Canadian Golden Age comics,
Canadian whites?
Well, not the Silver Age.
No, that's Golden Age, Canadian whites.
Okay. What are is that what they call the Batman ones?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's they have all these different UK Batmans, and
the UK is different than Canadian.
Well, nobody gives a fuck. They sell for less money.
Yeah, UK hasn't never took off the way some of the others have. I don't
Perfect
know.
timing.
I don't freaking know why people give a shit about the Canadian ones.
I think it's
and are Canadians just selling all their good books because they can't leave their houses right now? Is that what's happening?
Well, no, I think the issue is it's a mass print book with mass appeal, and they want the rarest version. It's the same idea as a variant. I never bought them. I never chased them. I thought it was dumb. Apparently,
Well, there seems to be a disconnect between like the older the books, right? The Golden Age foreigns, whatever you want to call them, pseudo foreigns, and the modern copper or bronze.
I think it's because it's the audience. Like, there's 95% of the audience knows what this book is and chases it. Only 5% probably know what most of the Golden Age books are, And of that, if 1% of that 5% is even aware that there's the foreign copies, that we're just talking at such infinitesimal numbers that it doesn't matter. Plus, the Golden Age just is rare to begin with, so people aren't looking. This is a mass market limited variant.
I mean, the Australians sell for major money, the Canadians sell for major money, but not when it comes to the foreign Golden Age.
While taking a shit today, I saw a guy hit one of these with a nunchuck and take it out of its case. So
that's exceptional, dude. Will you share that video with me, please? I'd like to get it on our Instagram.
The dude straight up had a fucking pair of nunchucks, and he threw up the Secret Wars 8, hit it with the nunchuck, and it just cracked. It was like slow-mo. It was crazy, dude. But
definitely how I'm cracking slabs from now.
That should go on the IG, Nico. We need that.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. Listen, I'm a foreign guy. I love them. I understand the rarity. I just don't think the world is ready for it. They're ready for, I know this cover. I know there's a newsstand that's rare, and I know there's a Canadian price variant that's rare. I want that. They have not got their comic knowledge back at least 65, and most of them aren't pre-1985. So it just is, man.
Yeah.
I stopped questioning. I've stopped questioning the market because I obviously don't know shit most of the time.
Well, hold on. Let me share something with you. Go take that down real quick there. All right. So I'm going to do everybody a favor here. Ready?
Yes.
Thanks to whoever sent me this. Straight up nunchucks, man.
I'm happy already.
Slow-mo, the spin. I was hoping he was going to swing and miss, but
bam!
What?
God bless him.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Shout out to City Limits Comics for making us all feel good. Providing some entertainment on the market report, ladies and gentlemen.
He was not happy with his grade, I take it.
Yeah, I saw... Happens to the best of us. I saw a guy take one of these to a Marvel value stamp on Instagram, and it was like a very peaceful video to watch. I don't know. I think there's something wrong with me, but I watched it and I watched it again.
What was the book?
I don't know. He didn't tell you.
Oh.
I would have been without peace if it was like an important book. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, there's some unimportant ones. It just happened that month had a lot of important books. That time period. Oh man, if it was a PGX, it wouldn't have snapped. Chad Farr, it would have just
could have
broken
hurt
the nunchuck
forever.
Yeah.
I remember days not long ago when this book, Tomb of Dracula 10, 9.8 was a 5K book. Not very long ago. Now a 9.4 is almost 6.
I remember back when I had perfect comic knowledge, because I was just getting back into the hobby and I wasn't stupid like everybody else that's been in it for a while. And I was like, oh, Tomb of Dracula 10, 9.8. That's a great buy right now. You can probably get one of those for $5,000-$6,000. Didn't buy one.
Somebody here did. I don't remember who. I wonder if it's our buddy in the chat. I think he has one.
Nice.
I remember this was 7, maybe 8 years ago, is I was in Manhattan, and so I went to Midtown. My only trips over there, and I remember they had one on the wall for 3,000.
Wow.
And I remember thinking that was like, oh man, that's crazy, just for just for Blade, right? You know what I mean? Fuck is that? That'd probably be my most expensive comic now. You know what I mean?
We talked about a 9.6 of this book the other week, the first Hellfire Club. Actually, wow. The only reason I think about this book, Sean is a good friend of ours. We used to joke about the Hellfire Club in the Google Plus days.
Yeah.
And I said, we should just pool our money to get one of these in 9.8 for our friend. And I remember thinking, that's like $500-600. We could do that. That wouldn't take much.
Yeah.
Now, $7K.
I don't even think that. I think like 400, dude.
Yeah, it was. I want to say $500.
I don't get this book at all.
It makes no sense.
I can't wrap my brain around this one.
Why not? Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost.
To me, it's just because I don't like the cover that much, and they're not on it. It's just kind of like it's just if the cover just feels random to me. And I'll tell you what, a couple of months ago, a buddy of mine paid $3,000 for a 9.8. And I thought he was nuts for doing that. I'm just like, why are you doing? You know what I mean? I poo-pooed it.
That dude just doubled that shit plus.
Right.
Yep.
Shows what I know. I don't know.
Don't ask me advice anymore. I tell Ozzy, man, whatever you ask me, do the opposite I tell you.
There's a lot of stuff I got to unlearn.
Yep.
When it comes to comics right now.
We need to get a rookie on this show.
We need a rookie for sure.
I feel like Kelly Bundy can only hold so many stats, and so they're like, nobody tell her anything, and then so they said who scored 4 touchdowns in one game for the city record for Polk High, and it was the one fact she lost. I like my goal is not to be like the Kelly Bundy of comics. Right? I learned what all the keys are. Now I don't want to learn anything else. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is an evolving game. And I pay attention to like some of the younger crowds and reader speculators and stuff like that, and to see where some of the new money can go and where you can actually speculate and make more money. And I don't play much of a Wednesday game anymore, so not living next to a bunch of stores like I used to. So you gotta hone your skills. You gotta keep up with the kids, man, and figure out what they're doing, and then still skip most of the store variants. So,
Giant Size X-Men. I don't need to say anything here. I just look at the prices: 7.5 for 5,600, a 9.2 for 13.6. As I say very often, trading my 9.0 for about $1,000 trade at the time about 4 years ago feels like the dumbest trade I've ever made.
Yeah, and that 9.2 I like it having the nice white pages, because that's what mine has. So I always get sad when I'm like, oh man, that only sold because of the white pages. Yeah. And I see the off white. No, yeah, that book over a year ago when I moved, I had the same as the 9.2 on the right on eBay for $3,300 for anybody to have, and it thankfully did not sell, and I sold other things enough to equal like the amount of cash that I was looking for, and really glad that wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I agree. Oh man. Speaking, we saw this one hit 10K, or 99 and change, not very long ago. It is interesting that the SS sold for basically no difference. I think it's a moot point at that point. So,
but what was great about this auction? I was watching it last night, and it was at 7,000 with 3 seconds to go, and it jumped up by 10. It jumped up to $10,000 within 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's a 10K book officially now. We aren't arguing. 2 sales makes it legit.
Another book that should never have an autograph on it.
Right. Yeah, nobody cares about that autograph.
Yeah,
there's so many on there.
That's the problem. They're all freaking autographed. Having one that's not autographed, I think, is a big win.
Mm-hmm. Me too. But I'll be honest. For this book, in the goals and the placement, it's it's as good as you're gonna get on this.
It looks
book, I
nice.
think.
Yeah, could have gone a lot worse.
This doesn't detract. He might have the year on there as well. The problem with me on the Campbell variants is like the store. I mean, you can't make quite as much as you used to, but like in any of the cons, if he was going to be there, that shit was just, especially SDCC and stuff. He'd have Bush. There's just easy freaking money, so you get in there and you try to get the unsigned stuff because he signs so much stuff. But the thing is, his logo has a signature. He signs the art somewhere when it gets printed out. And then he signs it in bigger signature than that usually. So it literally has his signature, his big ass signature 3 times on every autograph book that he has. Now this isn't like a JSC book, so it doesn't have like that logo or anything like that. It's just straight Marvel. And I don't remember if he has it signed anywhere else in there. I can't. His feet cut off. Yeah. I can't tell, but yeah. So I'm like, dude, how many times you need to say your name on one fucking cover, man? But yeah, that one's all right.
Speaking of Deadpool, this one continues to defy gravity. I mean,
is that the oh god, what are you the standard, not the deluxe newsstand?
That's standard because it says it usually. Is
there like a little 2 or something?
It usually says
direct edition on it.
It says deluxe variant, but I don't know what that is.
It says deluxe on the CGC label, and it doesn't on this one because I know where they put it. It's under the title in the center there. They put the deluxe edition, and I don't see the extra. I can't squint, but I don't see that.
That's a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, so I don't think honestly, I don't think there's much. I think newsstands
any grade.
Yeah, I think newsstand sells for more. I don't think the wait, this says deluxe, but I don't think it says it on there. Oh well.
Yeah.
I don't do the deluxe and regular? I don't think they sell for much difference. I don't think people really care.
Dude, I don't
Oh yeah, no, you can't buy the regulars anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all gone on eBay. All the regulars, because I've been trying to grab them. There's like one for $200 raw, and it ain't a 9.8.
Something killing the children. 15K now, or 1,500 now.
Dude, I heard Saga is going to be the new Something is Killing the Children.
Did you?
So. Fingers crossed.
Right?
I did look, and Monsters is freaking cheap now.
Real cheap. The unlocked Jenny Frisian variant. I had it's the only book. It's the only one I have. So I had it up. I was starting to get like more offer. I got up to like $550 offer, and I was like, "Screw this!" I just pulled it off eBay.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't even caught with my pants down on this thing, man.
Right?
Yeah. So it's the only one I have. So
we were okay. We were at that show, Nico, a couple weeks ago, and there was a set of 1 through 8,
which I'd have bought. You didn't tell me about it. You went back to buy it yourself, and they were gone.
Actually, I was holding out because I thought my buddy, he wanted to buy it, but he like shit the bed and didn't. And I was just like, I was close to buying it myself, and it's like I have pretty much every issue, and I regret not buying that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're hard to find.
Yeah.
They're in collectors' hands now. I don't know. There's a long time.
There are
in a show.
Yeah, there are none to be found, like even up on a wall. And
issue 16, like it's a wrap. After that, there will be no more short printed issues of Something's Killing the Children.
Yeah, it was issue 16 was 145,000 print run.
There were 155. It was somewhere near there.
155,000, and only 30 of them were store books. So organically, yeah. He said he had to go lay down when he found out that, and he's the one who actually announced the print run. So obviously gonna believe it.
Wow.
So yeah, that's nuts, dude.
All right, I'm gonna visit a few books from the past just to see what's up. Voltron. We talk about Thundercats. We talk about freaking all the other ones. Voltron's still.
That's down, right?
It felt down. And if not, it's still not anywhere near the $2K we're paying for everything else. So
it says 1 day sale. Wonder if he probably just ran a shitty auction.
It's not $1,000 book, but yeah, it's usually more than that.
Okay, if I saw that right at 420, considering what's going on right now, I'd happily.
You would hit it.
I'd happily, sell something I don't want and have the Voltron and be really excited. In my display case in the living room, I have my. I've got I think I got like 2 lions left, but including like the main lion.
Nice.
So I've got Chuck Norris riding them in the living room.
I'm jumping out of order because you brought him up. I don't even have this on the report for anything more than I didn't know you could get it. Chuck Norris.
Oh, SS?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I would have spent
man.
$400 just to get a Chuck Norris SS. It is on my search list now.
On a pink cover.
Oh yeah,
amazing. I'm pretty sure he's actually wearing that outfit while riding Voltron in my living room because it's the little karate, like 8-inch or whatever dude with like the leg action that doesn't work. So he's just hanging out riding Voltron.
So Chuck Norris, the man. This book I noticed is starting to climb back up from the depths of 2020 after that movie kind of went to shit on them. It hit almost $1,000 at one point, and then it sunk back to 500. It's starting to climb back out of its hole.
What is the Hellboy book to have?
I don't know.
Next to Men number 14 because I got like 9 copies of them.
It's not 14, is it? It's 21.
It's that Dime Press, right? The Dime Press.
No, it's the one that has
bestsellers.
No, the bestsellers is.
He's making a joke about the poster.
Yeah, I know. But Dime Press is the one to get, right?
Well,
sort of.
It's a prototype character, and there's the fucking marker factor where like they're all purple or scraped.
They're all a lot of purple label because it was done in an Italian factory, and we met a guy that had a case of them. He's like, I send one in and I get a restored. I send one in and get a blue because the factory literally used a black marker to fix printing errors.
And then next Men one was
got him out of
one.
a case.
Jesus.
That guy got him out of a case, right? So it was like he knew for a fact they weren't altered. They just came out of the factory that way.
Yeah.
So we actually knew this actually happened, and some would come resto and some didn't.
As a kid of the 90s, this is the one I always thought of. I don't know why this is the one in my brain. It's not a great cover. I think maybe because it is San Diego Comic-Con, it kind of stuck out. I don't know which one I'd put money in. I like them all, but it becomes one of those confusing ones. Next Man does have probably the best cover. So,
yeah.
This one was hard to fucking find forever. And then who had this? Who had this one?
Carter, our boy Keith pulled that out of a dollar bin. I watched him do it.
Well,
I pulled one out of a dollar bin.
Nice.
No, Things from Another World must have gotten a case of them because they were selling them one per customer, $40 each. I had 6 email accounts between myself and my wife, and I ordered one under each.
Wow.
And they were
I got a bunch. And you know what? They re-released them. They re-released them like I'd say like a year or two later, more showed up. And I think the same guy that gave us the link showed us that link. And I had somehow they like upped the limits. And because I had bought them like a year or 2 years before, whatever it was, they wouldn't let me buy more than or buy any more because I'd hit my limits, even though it was literally at least a year, if not 2 years before.
Yeah, they wouldn't let you.
That's when my wife got an account. Yeah.
I literally created accounts to buy them at that point. But yes, they would not
John's
let you buy
going
another
to
one
T-Faw hell. You'll be on the ban list like I am with Mile High.
Screw them. I'm done with T-Faw.
That's fine. It is what it is.
Give me more of those, but other than that.
Oh, look he found more sales for me. Thank you.
Yeah, a couple of those sales are from our buddy.
Yeah, Phil's hitting those. Phil's hitting those sales.
Oh, did Phil sell those?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give credit to FKN Rad on IG. He brought it up a few times to me, and he showed me some sales. I had already had one on the market report, but this is first comic of the Power Rangers. The only other one that probably
first magazine.
Yeah, okay. The other one is the what the hell is it? Haynes, Underoos, what is that?
The mini comic from Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
Needless to say, these fuckers are jumping. I actually wrote some stats down because I was so confused. A 9.6 is recorded on GPA for $6K. And I went, whoa. An 8.5 is from $800 last month. And then this raw sold for four and a quarter, basically.
There'll be more. There are more sales.
Yeah, this book is moving. This book is, they're on the cover. That helps. The issue is it's in the bins that dealers don't even fucking bring to shows. It's in the back rooms under the shit that nobody will sell if it exists. So if they're out there, you're probably not finding them until you dig in the dirtiest bins in the dirtiest basements of the dirtiest shops.
I found mine in a dollar box, not even bagged and boarded.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they're out there.
I had to get on my hands and knees for them.
Yeah, you're gonna be you're on the ground for this one. This is not on a table. So, Godspeed, go looking. This next one I thought was interesting. Brian didn't do it as a duel, but I wanted to kind of talk about these two together. He sometimes doesn't understand when I'm doing crazy shit. Malibu Sun 1398, 3K regular book. This one just to the moon, man, to the fucking moon. I wanted to talk about it because this guy, if I know Sean remembers, this one came out of kind of oblivion to have a Spawn ad on the back page of this in the traditional edition, sold for crazy money for a bit. This is the retailer variant special edition version.
So
I think this was a little bit more than Malibu Sun for a little while.
Yes,
our guy from Spawn World, remember a guy from Spawn World?
Mm-hmm.
He basically candidly indicates that this came out way, way later, and that I think that may have, because of sort of like the well-respected nature of his site, been the end of this.
Yeah, it's probably all shelf dates.
Still important, but not as important.
I was also going on the fact that cover makes a difference. I mean,
Amen.
Malibu, he's on the cover. This, he's not.
Isn't there a Rocket Ranger too? There's one called Rocket Ranger. Yeah. There's two of the Rusts, a Rocket Ranger, and there's one more Malibu book I think that has the ad in it too.
And then there's one of the Malibus has Wildcats. I just happened to find that one.
All of those Malibu Suns are hot to me.
Yeah, John, go back to that Malibu Sun real quick.
Yeah, the evil Ernie.
If anybody out there ever comes across number 8 and is a kind soul, it has the first appearance of Evil Ernie on it. I've been looking for that book forever. It never shows up on eBay. You can never find that son of a gun anywhere. So if anybody ever comes across number 8, what's up?
That one throws me because truthfully, most people buy Evil Ernie 1 for the First Lady Death.
Bullshit. No way. So. No way. Evil Ernie. I thought Evil Ernie 2 was the First Lady Death. Wasn't Evil Ernie 1 just?
It's her first cover, but people like number 2 better because she is on the cover.
Yeah, the number 1's always about Evil Ernie to me. I thought.
Lady Death. It's always
let's ask the ad. Let's ask the people in the chat. 222 viewers right now live.
The great debates.
Let us know if you guys would think that more people buy number 1 for Evil Ernie first appearance or Lady Death's first appearance. And also, if you're watching this after the live, let us know in the comments below.
Absolutely. All right, this one's for Brian. I hadn't seen a 9.8 in a freaking while. 1750, buddy. God damn.
Yeah, I got one unsigned, one signed, and about 3 or 4 others. I got 2 raw. I think I got a 9.0 and a 9.6. And my only Larry Hama signed one is one I found in a dollar bin where the back cover is like half torn off. But I said, screw it. I'll just have Larry Hama sign it and keep it.
That's your PC copy, my friend.
There you go.
On any others.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Some MCU long spec going. Red Hulk. Now a $500 9.8.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
That was a $100 book for us in our brain.
That was a $20 book in my brain.
Iron Man 282, 98, 500 as well. What? Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just close our eyes, guys. I don't know what to think. All you old guys in the chat are like, what are you talking about? That can't be right?
I'm shaking my cane at that, baby.
Exactly. Get off my fucking lawn with that bullshit.
I'm calling it something racist.
All right, gonna throw some old stuff at you real quick because you stole Chuck Norris out of the end. Mask One,
gorgeous.
Beautiful freaking book. 3,400 for this. I mean, for the grade, it is well presenting as shit.
Absolutely. I think this was a steal. I thought it was going to go for more with all the craziness. Golden Age is where us old motherfuckers need to go to buy. Don't tell Dino.
Yeah,
it's the land of prosperity. It's the only place where there's opportunity left.
Yeah, when I see books like this, I still don't want to talk. I got more to say. Nice Phantom Lady, 1,800 and change. Decent grade, decent eye appeal.
Hell yeah.
This is the one I'm going to kick myself over for the rest of my life.
Oh, fuck.
Exciting Comics 9. Note says, name on cover. The name on the cover is Eldon. For those of you besides DS in the chat that obviously knows what that is a pedigree in most conditions, unless it happens to be a different Eldon. But there is a pedigree for a kid named Eldon that wrote his name on all of his books, and they made a pedigree that most people are getting submitted and catching later because it had kind of dispersed before it was really figured out. The other reason I love this book is Black Terror, first Black Terror. He's a pharmacist character. I'm a pharmacist. I dig it. It's also a cool ass character. Great costume, which Nico has pointed out is reminiscent of the Punisher minus the cape. Just freaking cool. I was the 3,900 bidder. Somebody bid 3,901, and somebody beat him at 3,950. I had a good idea where it was going to go. Once the Eldon came in, I was like, frick, I don't know. It could go for 6K, and I wouldn't be surprised. So I just didn't have the huevos to bid higher. And I will kick my ass for the rest of life on that one. So, Brian, you're in.
All right, let's make this quick. This is interesting. Not that one. That is definitely interesting. I would have bought that too. Vintage Polish bootleg Star Wars Boba Fett. For all the bootleg fans out there like me, this is one of the big ones. I thought this is kind of cool. So there was another one that sold recently also, but there you go. A bootleg that sells for $512 that was made in the 90s. Yeah. Magic the Gathering fans, how about this one? PSA 10 Magic the Gathering Unlimited pack, graded $9,300. That's a lot of money. $9,300 is a lot of money for a graded pack. Yeah, it's Probstein, so I'll give it that maybe, that 10% or whatever he gets at 20%. Usually he gets over, probably more. But that's a lot of money for that pack. That is crazy. We have a lot of Magic the Gathering fans. Maybe they can let us know. I know that these are super easy to search, if I remember correctly. So,
what's the card people are hoping to get, though?
The Black Lotus. There's a lot of big cards. I only know about that Black Lotus one, right? So
I'm like you, Brian. I got one card. It's a Black Lotus.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah. So at this point, if you find any of those early 90s Magic the Gathering.
One other question, guys. Can anyone on the panel actually tell a Black Lotus from another card unless it has the word Black Lotus on it, which I don't know?
I know what it looks like.
You actually can? You can?
Yeah, I know what it looks like. They actually made there's different versions of it. There's like a first printing, a second printing. There's a different printings of it. So you have to be careful, but they're all worth money.
By the silence of the rest of the panel, I'll conclude that you are the only guy that can do that. You're now my magic guy. I'm going to call you. Oh, you can do it too, like? I got 2 calls.
No, I got no idea. No.
Okay, we're back to you, Brian.
So
calling
this
you.
this is why I love our live chat. 222 live listeners right now, and as soon as we ask it, they all let us know that you can find the Power 9. So the Power 9 are, I guess, the big 9 cards that you want to get. Does that sound right? And maybe that
the fuck would I know? What are you asking us for? We don't even
I'm
know
not
what Black
asking you
Lotus is.
assholes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm asking
them.
our
You're asking them.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, they're smart.
Yeah, so there is a lot of craziness with Magic the Gathering cards. There's always have been, but man, 9,300 for an open pack can be searched is crazy to me. But I would never take it out of there for a 10 on that. So here we go. Vinny Kumar, shout out to Vinny Kumar. Vinny Kumar says, I was at a yard sale. Some dude told me there were like 8 Black Lotuses in a box of Magic cards. He says he wasn't into Magic, so I bought the lot. He says no Black Lotuses. F him. Well, I know that there are a ton of fake Black Lotus cards out there, so be careful. Yeah, I've had a couple comic shops here in the Valley get screwed over on that. So, yeah, crazy. Let's see here. The next one we've got. I got some interesting stuff. This is a 2015 Garbage Pail Kid card. It's a Michael Jordan card they made called Mad Michael, number 7A, the PSA 10. I didn't even know about this card. It's obviously a newer card, 2015. 24 bids at $661. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So I don't remember this set. It must have been an 80s set or something, or like a play off the 80s, it looks like. But 30th anniversary 80s. I don't know. Who knows? But this is pretty crazy. $661. Here we go, Sean. Check this out, brother. All right. So the one on the left is a unopened UK mini unopened box of 48 packs that sold for $528, which I believe Sean showed us one of those the other day in his hand. Yeah. And then the one on the right, this guy has a I don't know if it's a full box. It could be 48 packs, but he's selling each individual pack for $330 a piece. One unopened pack from the box, $330. I paid $300 for my PSA 9 pack probably like 3 years ago, something like that.
Wow.
So yeah, absolutely bonkers. It's really crazy. All right, this is interesting. Hugh Jackman auto on a card sells for $665. Now, yes, this is a card that is put in the set, so it has a little bit more value to it. But I thought it was interesting, and this kind of got me down a rabbit hole, right? So I started let's look at some of these. So the 2020 Upper Deck Marvel Ages comic clipping, where they clip pieces of comics, which be very interesting to find out what comics they chose and how they did it. But it has a Jim Steranko autograph on it, which is one of the most beautiful autographs in all of autograph history. $225 for that card. A Stan Lee autograph. This is probably the only Stan Lee autograph that I would want to buy, is on a card like this that came, either from a redemption or was in a pack. And this sold to me $272 is cheap for something like that. I would rather have a Stan Lee autograph on a card than a comic any days. And this brought me thinking, how many of those Stan Lee Impel Foom, images did people get signed by Stan Lee? Because I don't see those very often, right? Those would be dope to have signed. I bet you there's a lot of them signed, and PSA even authenticated them. So very cool stuff. This Marvel Golden Age metal relics. All right, this is very interesting to me. Now, it's got a piece of gold, it looks like, in there. And so I pulled it up. Let me go ahead and do this. And I've never seen this, so let's take a look together. There you go. It's got a nice piece of 1 gram bar of gold in it. It's numbered 6 of 10. Marvel Mystery Comics from January 1 of 1940. It's got a picture of the comic on it and a piece of gold. I thought that was a pretty cool little thing. If you can't have, they're basing these on when they get a piece of like the jersey or the bat or something, and you can't really do that with a Golden Age comic, really. So they put a piece of gold in it, which I thought was really cool. Pretty interesting. So that sold for $659. All right.
Or did it not? I think it said reserve not met.
Oh, it did? Did it?
I think maybe the dude
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
Was waiting for more, but it got a bid.
Yeah, you got a bid. All right, so I bring these up all the time, these damn Fortnite cards. Now, this shit really blows me away.
Jesus Christ.
Now, these are different than the ones I've been showing. Like, this is so bizarre to me. Like, I would have never, ever thought those Fortnite cards would be worth money. And 12 grand, 31 bids, $3 grand, $4 grand, $2 grand, all with more than 10 bids.
These were packs of cards.
This is just shipped from Target,
packs.
Right?
Yeah, you can get them at Target, Walmart. They were little green
a couple
boxes.
Years ago.
Yep.
No, okay. Now, is this a Fortnite card game?
Yes. No, these are just cards. They basically put them out like baseball cards based on Fortnite characters.
Oh, no.
You know how many of those and football and UFC and soccer I left just only trying to pick up basketball? All of them. That's how many I left. All of them. Right? When all I had to do, and really I was looking at gold, and all I could think about was Zion and John Morant, and there's just all this just absolute gold just sitting there, like free for the taking. And now you can't even get anything in stores anymore for that reason. And this is why it absolutely just blows me away, because I am so angry at myself for not picking these up.
And those were chase cards, I take it?
So it looks like one's a crystal shard pop one. It looks like you might have only be able to get that in Italy. I don't know. Crystal shard Italy. I don't know what that means. So if anybody knows, but the Black Knight Hollow is from USA.
Don't get me started on this, man.
John's like, my kids have them. They're around here somewhere.
No, I remember going to a shop and seeing that and went, I should buy a pack for my kids, and I didn't. And going, oh God. Now I'm actually hunting one. Thankfully, it's not any of these, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're bonkers, and I'll keep showing them because it's absolutely crazy. But
if anybody wants to sell a fish sticks, one of these, let me know.
Yeah,
what is the fish sticks?
Don't ask.
Yeah, don't ask. All right,
if you don't know, you don't know.
I didn't.
A couple more now. One of them, where is it? I don't think I put it on here. Now, one of them I saw was a Pink Floyd. It was somebody put out a Pink Floyd rookie. And this made me think about a conversation that me and Nico had over the phone about foreign cards again and this type of stuff. And
yeah, I lost the auction on that. Dino fucking basically jacked me while I was on the phone. It told me it was stupid, and then I got outbid because other people fucking bought it from Uganda or something. I was like, motherfucker. So here's from one seller that I follow this seller because this is where I used to buy all my European Panini hockey cards from, like my pre-rookie Fedorov, Pavel Bure, Peter Forsberg, the Swedish team, the Russian team, all that stuff. So this is a Panini Mario Andretti rookie, sold for $605. And what I was trying to explain to Nico was this, that a lot of these Panini quote unquote cards are stickers, right? And if you guys remember back in the day in the late 80s, early 90s, you used to go to the store and you would see all these packs of baseball stickers, and you'd come with a notebook and you'd have to open them up and you'd put the players in the notebook where the card said them to go, and it was just a fun thing, and you tried to fill the whole notebook up. Well, that's what cards are in Europe, basically. Like, that was their cards. And they did a lot of track and field, Olympics, hockey, and soccer, right? Well, this is the Tyson rookie. This one sold for $400, and as you can see, it's in the notebook. So wow. Yeah. This is what the notebooks look like. Here's everybody's cards in there, and a lot of these are great cards, man. Like Thomas Hearns. Jesus Christ. Yeah, right? Like, I mean, how cool would it be to just, find one of these? So how sick, dude, how sick would that look on your wall? It has an I don't even know how to say his first name. Senna, this guy, the race car driver, Ayrton Senna. I know he's a huge race car Formula One driver in it too. So I imagine that's probably a score. But you guys can see this is how, they used to do their collecting of their sports heroes, these super sports, right? All right. So there's that one. Now here's another interesting thing that happened
over the week that I noticed. One seller sold a crap ton of these Star Wars comic packs. Now, they sold the Star Wars Heir to the Empire comic pack for $137, which is normal to me. But man, somebody got some good deals. Like this is the Sherrod Het comic pack with Kiadi Monday unopened. I don't know if 101 is a lot for this one, but these comic packs, some of these comic packs were super hard to find. They were exclusives, I believe, through like Entertainment Earth or something. And if you guys know your Star Wars spec, you guys know who that character is. Here is some more. Let me get back.
Wait, the Heir to the Empire toy is only $135.
Yeah, but the chances of that comic coming out in good condition are slim to none. It's like the Spider-Man 2099. So you can look at some of these. This guy had some great Star Wars.
Best off not even opening the damn thing.
Yeah. This guy had some great Star Wars sales. Here's one that I really love. This is the Royal Guard BS that they put out. That I always collect Royal Guard, so I always collected these. He just had these comic packs, and for people that don't know about certain Star Wars collectibles that are so rare, like these Target 2 packs are really hard to find. They came in these little circles. He had a whole set of them. Just really cool Star Wars stuff. This is a killer deal on this one. This is the one that I love. This is the White Vader comic pack.
Oh wow!
Yeah. All right.
That's gorgeous, dude.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's the kind of shit I'd actually buy.
And just really cool stuff. And if you guys don't know about the Star Wars Infinity series, they're basically what if Star Wars comics. And this one was about what if Darth Vader lived at the end of Jedi and he turned back to the Force.
I had no idea that they made that toy.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I got one sitting in. I actually opened all mine, so I got them displayed because that's one of my favorite all-time characters or all-time action figures right there. Here's some more. This is the Wedge Antilles. I don't know who this guy's name is, but this is a really good deal. I think at $37. You can see they're kind of scratched up, but I mean these things were so rare. If you guys ever get a chance, take a look at some of the packs. I think Peter Renna did a really good breakdown on the Star Wars packs, and I believe that you can find that on Reniverse YouTube channel or on the Flipside channel somewhere. It's I believe in the action figure playlist. But this is what I wanted to bring up. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but Star Wars put out a quote unquote expanded universe based on the books. And this was before they put out that comic pack with Thrawn, right? So this was the original Thrawn character, Thrawn toy that came out. You guys can see here. And these, when they first came out, sold for a grip. They sold for quite a bit. Now they're just nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. So if you guys can find them, grab them. It might be worth grabbing a couple.
I've seen a few of those loose lately.
Yeah.
See, that's the type of investment I'm willing to make.
Yeah, cheap, right?
You know what cheap. I mean? $30. You're taking up space because you're a toy. I can deal with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
$400 and Prey? Maybe not.
Yeah, right. All right. So this was interesting. We've talked about this before. This is the vintage Star Wars Kenner Boba Fett action figure card mail away rocket firing thing. So again, if you wanted that rocket firing Boba Fett, it was a thing you had to mail in for. And it was like one of the first figures they were going to release for the set, I believe. And then they realized they couldn't do it. So they sent out all these cards to people saying, "Dear Kenner customer, we have received your order for the free Boba Fett action figure. Unfortunately, due to delays in manufacturing and shipping, we have been unable to fill your Boba Fett order as quickly as we had originally planned. Please accept our sincere apology. We will ship your free Boba Fett action figure as soon as possible, and you should be receiving this figure within the next 4 to 6 weeks. Again, sorry for the disappointment." And it's the actual card, right? Sold for $585.
Wow.
Could you imagine keeping that? Like, how cool is it that they kept that? So that
I'm
to
impressed.
me,
I'm also impressed that somebody would pay $585 fucking dollars for that. Jesus.
yeah. Well, back
I mean,
to
it's
Star
cool,
Wars.
but damn.
Does anybody know
people are
about?
crazy.
Does anybody know about these Star Wars they're top Star Wars card traders, and they're digital. And I saw a ton of sales for them. I mean, look at these sales. These are all digital.
Ask Phil Lee.
Yeah, like a lot of money out there for these things. So 1 second here.
I feel like this is something Phil's buying.
That makes sense, I believe. I can see that.
And something he'll try to explain to me, but I won't understand even after he explains it to me.
All right. So yeah, you guys check out these Star Wars digital cards. If you guys know much about them, let us know in the comments below. I
like that Pressman variant you got over there.
Oh yeah, you guys can always see it, the stuff I'm looking at, right? And so yeah, you guys love that. Giving away some cornbread. This was interesting. So one person sold a ton of sets of the Walking Dead autographs. This was absolutely crazy to me. They sold for thousands of dollars, but again, they're whole sets of all the autographs. As you guys can see, I think these were like 1 or 2 per box, but this guy collected them all. And
damn.
Yeah, Shane. There's a bunch of Shanes. There's Steven. I mean, they're all there. And he's got multiple ones of them, and he sold a ton of them. So that one sold for $1,800. He sold another set for $1,200, another set for $1,000, another set for $900. So to me, that seems kind of cheap. I couldn't tell you, but it really to me, it seems kind of cheap. This was very interesting to me. Kiss German Pops card, 1979. It looks like a miniature record album, right? Look at this thing.
Wow.
All right, how cool is that? It's like a miniature record album. I think they had like gum inside.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but this is from 1979, and it sold for $227. So pretty cool.
I got that mouse first appearance that still got the gum in it. Fucking freaks me out. I'm like,
yeah.
Is this gonna be bad? Is it gonna go through the plastic eventually? Like, do I need to do something with it?
So this is what kind of interesting. I talked to Nico about these. These are some more early Marvel cards, and these are European. I believe that these. Where were these from? I can't remember where these are from, but I don't think they're from the United States. But these are older than the Impel set, and you can see how they look. They don't look like they're in the. I mean, they look like they're in good condition, but they didn't look like they were printed very well or cut very well. So, but this is a set of Series 1 lot of 65 cards that sold for $180, which is kind of cool.
I'm going to turn into the John Z of foreign fucking cards, except for the difference is John actually understands about comics. I don't understand anything about cards. I'm just going to be buying like fucking South African DC fucking collectible cards from like 1962 or some shit. It's just bad. It's a bad rabbit hole.
Now, people are calling this the Harley Quinn rookie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This is 1993 Topps Animated Series 1 Harley Quinn, number 36. And this is a raw one. It sold for about $37, so not too bad. Maybe it might be worth looking into those, or $29. All right. I think that might be it. So, yeah. So, very interesting. This is just fun stuff that we see throughout the week, and that is the market report. There we go.
Nice.
Not bad, gentlemen. So, you guys, 200 people watching live. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you. Got a lot of great stuff coming later this week. We've got Comic Book Women coming tomorrow night. We've got Ultra Maximus on Wednesday night with the Comic Book Presser. Thursday night, keep your eyes out for the new Vintage show coming soon.
Whoa.
And, yeah.
You going to tell them some more?
Well, that's what I wasn't going to tell them earlier.
There's a lot going on. I don't know.
All right, you guys.
I just filmed a Dealer Flipside, so you guys get to watch
Dealer Flipside coming. Yeah. So a lot of stuff. Listen, the thing that I was talking about earlier, you guys, that I wanted to wait for, just go search the Promise Collection. Go search the Promise Collection. You'll be happy when you do. All right.
But what's Thursday?
Well, Thursday should be our Vintage show coming soon.
Something big's happening. You guys won't tell me. They keep, it's more like need to know, but George doesn't need to know, and I don't like that. It makes me feel bad.
Yeah. Also, thank you everybody for being part of the channel and getting us over 4K subs. Really appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go get my doggy a better cone of shame, and I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
All right, Dad left.
Are we talking JSC art and then pickups? Is that the plan?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So who's the intelligent person that can talk about this JSC shaming art?
We're gonna let me lose my professional license, not you. I'll go. All right. So there's some fledgling artist who apparently on Twitter is that correct? That's where the
I think it was Twitter.
But that's where this person sort of has made like a hobby of fixing art, right?
Oh, okay. So this is a thing that this person. I know everything about this. I'm just maybe don't know anything about this person. So so it's a hobby of theirs to try to do this. So this isn't their first foray, is what you're trying to say?
Correct.
Okay.
And it's a thing though that people have just been trying to desexualize art or stop the body shaming by representations of men and women. I don't know, maybe just women. I'm not really sure. With art, so suffice
We've
to
all
say,
been shaming LaField for a long time.
I wish somebody would draw a sexy version of me. I'll be like, yeah, all buff and shit.
I
like,
envision my wife seeing me buff.
I'm
and
going to be
shit,
like,
you know?
that's how I see myself. Suffice to say, they did this with a beloved J. Scott Campbell, Mary Jane cover, and people had enough. And Campbell himself redrew it. And he didn't redraw his own art. He redrew the critic's art and was kind in his, and very, what's what I'm looking for, professional in his criticism. And thereafter has decided to auction that off for charity. I think it's at $14,000.
It is an iconic cover.
Yeah, it's a fucking exceptional cover.
It really is. I want to. Yeah, I'll see. Go ahead. I want to see. If
It's the Mary Jane wearing the Spider-Man shirt on the couch. I don't know the issue number, but that's the book we're talking about.
It's 601. The Spider-Man 601. It's right after 600. I mean, Spidey's he's coming in the window in the back, and she's sitting there with the cup of coffee on the couch. Yeah. They got a dog or something next to her, I think.
I mean, the new artist speaks of like her cleavage and her like hip to shoulder ratio and her leg placement, and then Campbell comes back in and goes, "Well, I did this because of this reason, and the way you drew the legs now is not anatomically possible at all." And so, like, he kind of went into his reasons for what he did versus what was redrawn versus whatever. We all know comic art is not real. Jesus Christ. If comic art were real, nobody in
John,
the X-Men would be able to walk.
Hey, John. Those muscles on Batman turned him into a fucking piece of meat. And I find it to be very inappropriate.
I thought Batman Damn #1 turned him into a piece of meat. We got a little Batwang.
Listen, if we viewed that way, nobody that has ever played Batman is appropriately a Batman. I mean, most of them are scrawny little guys with buff suits, or you've got Batfleck who looks like us crammed in a muscle suit. What are you going to do?
Well, to be honest, men are more unrealistically drawn in comics than women are.
Unquestionably.
You know what I mean? Plenty of like thin, like superhero, like women, just thin women, like happen to look like that. Now, does everybody like that? No, because everybody be a model or insta model or whatever you want to be. But like for the men, you know what I mean? Those are impossible. There's like literally the bodybuilding contest, and those are the only dudes that look like that.
And most of them
some women are actually born looking like what it's hard to get those hips at the angle that JSC puts them. We'll put it there. He does. He's been known for that hip angle. So that looks a little uncomfortable. But the funny thing is him drawing these, what he did in doing this. Take away anything about what he's trying to recreate or doesn't like being censored or whatever, or told not to do something. Okay, whatever. Like, it was interesting to him to show like the background drawings and why like it actually is closer to anatomically correct. Like what he did, like this can happen and this is why, and showed the body, torso, and the lines. And I stopped taking art classes like in high school, and they were never something as advanced as what like what Kate Campbell has been doing forever. And he's had this style forever. You know what I mean? He used to do full interiors like this. So it's not, he didn't just used to be just this like girl on a cover sort of thing. And I don't know. I guess because there was a lot of comments on it is why he decided to do that, or to go with this person. I believe the person initially said just don't look too closely because they knew it wasn't good, or it wasn't going to be Campbell level work and what they were trying to fix or whatever. So I'm a little surprised that he hit back did like this much to go into the overly defensive mode, because the person it's not a person on because most artists aren't going to be on his level of recognition. And but I believe also in his right to do so as an American and as an artist, and his right to defend however he feels that he was shaded or jaded against. And and it's not like the person, I don't think, was calling for the removal of his comics from stores or to cancel. I could be wrong, to try to cancel him or something like that. So I don't think it was the intentions of this person probably weren't as malicious as the comeback might have made it seem. But
also, as an artist, you probably get insulted when somebody attacks you. You just do.
Yeah, and it doesn't. He's got a lot of fans, and after he's like, "Well, my wife does look like that," and he did bury one of his drawings. I don't know if you
unquestionably.
And listen,
literally,
JSC
and I don't expect any less from him. And that was only
he
like
draws one woman. It's his wife.
Yeah,
again and again and again.
Yeah.
JSC is a fan base that freaking like is hard to compete with. They will buy everything he draws. They are rabid.
Yeah.
I mean, like at a real basic level, I feel bad for the person that was critical of him, if the person even exists. But I'm sure they do. Like my first gut when I saw all of this, I was like, oh, this is just like a publicity stunt. There's no way that somebody would like spend time to be like, this woman needs a muffin top or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like she needs to look like, but God bless people. Everybody sort of struggles in all kinds of ways. I wish he wouldn't have wasted his time to even pay attention to it.
You know what?
Again,
some charity's going to get $15,000 plus.
Thank you. And what Sean said was that apparently I got a lot more like what's what I'm looking for, light, like a lot more traction and action than I was hip to. I was like, people fucking actually paid attention to that shit. Ugh. People are just looking for something to cry about. But I, no matter what it is, I'm happy to see that some money's going to charity. And Jesus Christ, that I don't think anybody who reads comics is like, I really would like to shame young women to make sure that they think that their tits need to be perky and their stomachs need to be extra fucking flat. And I don't know that like
we don't read comics to live in the real world, man. We don't.
No, man. We all want to fly.
We all want 18 abs and pecs that are bigger than the rocks, and we want to swing around a rope like Spider-Man while we have those pecs and abs.
Yep.
So fuck it.
Doesn't quite work that way. So unfortunately, yeah. And you know what? I'll be honest. I feel like that guy, comparatively, has been a very accessible artist for a long time. So at his shows, he's at his booth a lot of the time. There is demand. So like if it's downtime, you can go say hi, but a lot of times he does have to schedule the signings because so many people want the signings. He's taken his collectible side of the comics pretty seriously. Like if you've ever ordered from his website, they come in like a Mylight with the full back with the printed out full color COA for the autograph, or for if it's a numbered print run, and sealed with like gold seal stickers. And you get like basically you order you're getting a 9.8 in a bag from this dude. So he's always taken this seriously. I mean, he's also been cognizant of his image at times. He has had this happen with fans before. Like he had a whole list of posts that was actually on the CBSI Facebook of all places, talking about his own. He didn't make the post, but either defending or talking about his own art and things like that. He's been an accessible guy, and I've always appreciated over other artists, in my opinion. I don't know if it's good to be image conscious. Maybe it seems to have done him well. And I'll say been around, been popular for a very long time, but a lot of his variants seem to sort of get one of the artists that started the new movement with the 2010 to 2012 with the redo of New 52 and Marvel Now. He got a lot of heat. Good heat for his back issues. If a 1 in 25 or 1 in 50 was going to come, even without seeing a picture, and you saw that it was Campbell, you're already trying to ask your LCS to hold that one for you. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna, whether you like it, want to keep it, or if you want to sell it, you're going to be able to sell it. I mean, he's probably the only artist I think that I have in the weekly organized, more organized in my brain than actually organized. If someone else had to go through my comic boxes, he's one of the only things that he's the only artist that I have that the J. Scott Campbell boxes of stuff right there, because I'd rather just throw them in there all together, because that's why I'm buying the Danger Girls or some of the ratios and stuff like that, or the weird bubble guns and shit like that. I don't want to put my one bubble gun issue in the B section. I'm going to put it with the rest of the freaking Campbells,
Yeah. So my sort of takeaway on all of this is to whoever the non-binary Twitter redrawn fix your art person is, I'm sorry that the way that J. Scott Campbell draws women hurt your feelings. To J. Scott Campbell, I can't fucking believe that you let that person hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry about that too. And again, to the Twitter person, I'm sorry that Campbell thereafter bludgeoned your fucking skull in, because you fuck with the bull and you get the horns.
Oh yeah, man.
Normal people learn those lessons in high school. You just avoid fights with people who are going to kick your ass. But we probably wasted too much fucking time on it.
Very well reasoned and well written responses as well. So you're not gonna. He covers his bases. You're not really gonna get over on him very easily. So not average. Maybe maybe the lawyer that is sitting in here, but not Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, we lost Papa. Are we gonna do some pickups quick before we get out of here?
I got fucking shit that I want to talk about. I got pickup books that I need your guys' insight about, but I'll wait until the end because they're moderately cool. Not Journey into Mystery fucking cool, but moderately cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that, Sean. I bowed down. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, God damn it. I finally got this book. It took forever to get here.
I missed it.
I texted him a picture. I was like, all right.
You did. I had to respond. I'm like, motherfucker, I missed it. All right, we're going to go in order. I'll go Carter, Sean, Nico. I got to thank Solo Wookie. He kept saying he's going to send me some books. I had no idea why. My boy, Solo Wookie sent me a Prime 1 to 12 minty condition because he knows
man. He does care about you.
Do still, if anybody fucking has one.
How do you make your thing big?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. There are no 9/8 of Prime number 1.
You really want to know, Nico?
None.
It's
None.
gonna be it's the J. Scott Campbell art. It's not the non-binary art. I'll tell you that much.
There is. Yeah, look at this fucking guy. There's no fucking. We don't look like that. But again, there are no 9/8 of Prime #1. So someday I'm gonna find one. God damn it. But yeah, thank you, Solo Wookie. I appreciate it. A couple other books. I got some books from Navarro, which these I think are both Spanish because they've got the price on them. Lois Lane, 106.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Famous issue. Also, Green Lantern 87. Sean Stewart.
Wow.
But it says Batman, dude.
Yeah, well, it's in the Batman title, man. What are you gonna do?
That's yeah.
It throws off the look, I know.
You think they did that on purpose? They were just laughing when they did that shit.
Well, that's just the series. They don't have every series.
Oh, okay.
This was actually me digging my own boxes, and I found this one. Teen Titans Go 41, First Pink X. Why it stuck out, and I lied in a previous issue, it's a newsstand variant.
Woo!
Oh, shit.
I thought they were only at the beginning and the end of the run. Apparently they go through. So, shit, I don't know what to do with that one, but I was surprised. Last book is actually a rare ass book. Iron Man #1 from Chile.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Chile. Not Mexico, not freaking Brazil, Chile.
Wow.
Fucking Christ. My boy hooked me up with this one, and I appreciate it. He let it go from his collection. It is a badass book, and one of the rare ones of the international comic collecting community, because who the frick knew Chile produced books? Chile. So, all right. Carter.
All right, let's do some modern age janks. All right, now here's a book that I'm excited about. So we've got Howard the Duck #11. Howard the Duck #11, action figure variant. I bought this for cover price a little while ago. I'm just not showing it off. This book is actually going. Okay, the last time this book sold, it was going for, I want to say like $50 to $60.
Get the fuck out of here.
I shit you not. And this is my second copy of this.
Why?
I don't know. I legit don't know. And I know that there is a copy on eBay right now. I believe it's going for like $100, I think. And no, it's like a buy it now for like maybe 100. Let's see. Oh no, for 80. It's a buy it now for 80. And like other copies that have sold for like 50. And I like this. Wow. This print. Baron Zemo was a thing about a month ago. And so we have, what is this? Thunderbolts 144 second print. So this is a really good looking cover. I didn't even know this book existed. I really dig this cover. I'm pretty sure you can find this for a cover price somewhere. Next, now here's a book that does not go for anything. So Journey
That's
into
a smart spec play.
Yes, Journey into Mystery number 623 with Sir Anthony Hopkins on the cover. This book does not, like, if you look this up on eBay right now, I'm pretty sure you can find this for cover price.
Yeah,
and I mean very easy.
Yeah, our audience should wipe them out. The 622 second print is a $200 book now.
Yeah, exactly. And so
you might have to buy it from overseas.
Yeah. So, and there's no reason why this shouldn't be, like a $20 book, just off a general principle. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was so excited to find these in my long boxes.
Nice.
So, Moon Knight #1 third print. First appearance of Church Suit Moon Knight. Very happy about that. I didn't even know I had these. When they announced that this book, like when this book was getting hot, I'm like, oh crap, I remember seeing this at the store, but I forgot that I bought them. Along with, I love this. Moon Knight 188.
That's a tough book.
What is this, the Phoenix variant?
Yeah, but it's the first appearance of what's his name? Sunfire,
The
Sun
Sun
God.
God. Yeah. Yeah. Juicy Tut, the Sun God. So yeah. This was like $15. And what's it going for now? I don't know. Like maybe
Like 120. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. And I got a set of Ghost Rider. We have from 2011, so first appearance of Alejandra Drones. Is that her name? Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got the set of point 1 point or 0.1 1 through 9 for $30. I saw that. I'm like, ooh, that's okay. All right. We got ourselves a deal. I know this book, like either of these two are going for $30 a piece. So I was all over that. And that's what I picked up.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Is that me?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. So go. I got not much. Just quick shout out again to my people over at Department of Comics. You want to join the Discord? It's a great group. Check it out. DEPT. So shortens apartmentofcomics.com. DEPTofcomics.com, and scroll down to Discord, click on that, and join the group. Anyway, my pickups are light because I can't buy anything because I spent too much money on my pickups from last week. But I did actually. There were cards at Target, and so I haven't seen cards at Target in so long. But I had a 1 per. I didn't even go with the blaster. I just went with the hanger, and so I spent $10 on cards. And then one other, the other cool thing I have was also I did not pay for it because a friend gave it to me because he says he can't hang it up because he has kids and I don't. So here is some Scarface shit.
Oh wow! Right? Wow!
So this dude actually makes these, and he gave them to my friend. So he's got. So this is like, if you can see, it's like a 3D case, and so I can tell that's not real cocaine, so I won't get tempted at 2 a.m. when I get home to break this fucking thing. And anyway, and I imagine there's probably not gunpowder in those bullets, but it's got the the cool Tony open the fucking door. Tony leans over. You wait there, okay? I'll be with you. Yeah. So you know what I mean? You want to fuck with me? So that's the whole lines. So yeah, with his young daughter in the house, he decided it would be better at my house, somewhere in this office. And I agree with him. And he does have, and so he did sign it. He said, "Steve, fuck those cockroaches." my buddy Steve that gave it to me, and
Nice.
The guy's actually in the card industry, and he's in the card industry. So he did. They say there's a lot of cockroaches in the card industry, so that's what, one of their jokes, and that's why he gave it to him. And then also probably my last ever T-file book, because they come like this. They're crap. The stupid Star Wars High Republic that I put in my card I don't know how many months ago. It didn't come through. Prices dropped, and then 2 months after release, they sent me this copy and billed me like $30 to my credit card. In the stupid mailer, and you can see right where the mailer took a hit is also where the big old dent in the side of the book is. So probably my last order in history from TFAW, because they're just too unpredictable. Don't like that they cancel things. Don't like when they ship things that they don't get, or shit that you just don't want that you forgot about because they lock your account and they have no way of doing it, and they ship it in no protection in a photo mailer.
You sure can't buy one book from them because that's
you can't buy one. I did okay on the Shadecraft variants. I only sold one, but I sold it for like $110 or something. So I think I got one left, and it's free. I think I only got 2. But other than that, man, if they don't have like an exclusive something 300 to 500 that I can get, I'm done adding shit to TFA cart, and you never know when they're gonna ship. So
no, man, they'll ship you shit all the time.
Yeah, you can't plan it. So anyway, those are my pickups.
All right, Nico, what you got, my friend? You got good stuff, I think.
Well, all right. So I wanted to dispel the rumors about CGC. People are very angry. They're like, but usually I get gift grades.
It's like 2 people.
yeah, we fucking know who you are. I don't, they give me gifts, and now I get grades like everybody else, and you upcharged me $4 for my fucking $40,000 comic book. So, yeah. First and foremost, to the people who once were like, CGC, they're perfect. They've never made an error ever. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I know how to grade. You recall we talked about Conan 1. I showed it to Dennis Barger, Smart as They Come, and Half Price Crook, right? And they were like, that's a 9.2, that's a 9.0. And I was like, it's a fucking 8.5. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So I know what I'm doing. I'm really good at subbing books. Okay. For example, when you seen a fucking 9.8 on a random ass.
Holy shit.
That's
Boy, that
awesome,
don't
man.
make no
A
sense.
fucking book.
Dope,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough 9.8, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
Right. And I'm good at comics and
You
forth.
bribed a CGC grader that morning.
But
Hey, Mike, I just got 5 She-Hulk 9.8s that I pressed. I was pretty happy about that.
yeah, listen,
Drew Rock, that was a great
I'm
video.
not. It's not like I do good with my grades.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
That's a good. That's great, dude. That's what's that? 10 grand now? 15?
Who the fuck knows?
It was on the market report, but I maybe skipped it.
I think the 9. Yeah.
It's not far from the number
Yeah.
you're talking about.
And then my presser tried to buy this one from me, and he's like, "There's no way. It's a 9.4."
Wow, you're killing it, dude. Awesome, man.
All right, but the reality is that when I was like, "Listen, they're tightening their fucking belt," I'm confident of that. I didn't make shit up. Get the fuck out of here.
That used to be a 9, didn't it?
You guys watched it. You watched me. I fucking had it. I cracked it. I had it pressed. You can go to my presser's webpage. Did a hell of a job pressing it. I sent it back. I got an 8.5. So, look, am I going to cry about it? No. Am I going to crack it or repress it? You're goddamn right I am. So if you're out there and you're mad because you had to pay like an extra $4 for your fucking 9.4, you should find the non-binary Twitter guy, and you guys can fucking cry together. If you get bad grades and you want better ones, and you think that these human beings may have seen things different than you, how dare them? Oh my God. But that some other human beings who work there would probably agree with you, send it back. I'm going to fucking send mine back. There's your message from your buddy Nico.
It costs a lot of money.
It does.
Do your job. Do your job. CBCS finally start getting some run from me.
Are you going to send him? Are you going to fire him? It's a sentiment I've heard from a lot of people.
I have different reasons. I'm definitely
all
going
to
still
unsigned,
use both.
unverified, or all of the signed, unverified books, because I got them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know about those, so I'm gonna give them a run, man. I'm gonna see what they can do on some stuff. If I'm happy with the turnarounds and stuff like that, which I know I'm pretty much gonna be. Even if you think about it this way, if they're doing non-fast track turnarounds on moderns and calling it 6 weeks, CGC's not even taking your shit out of the shipping box for a month. So even though their stated turnaround time is the same, it's not actually the same. So if that's what's happening with people, man, there's no reason, and I believe competition is good. Not in favor of the monopolies. So it takes people like us to give it to give them more of a try, and try the books out there on the market, and just be happy, because the one thing that at least we can all agree on
with that, right?
And you know what? And no one's disagreeing with their grading. That was the only thing. Like if it was PG, that's one thing. Other than rumors that destroy PGX, they're all over the place. You know what I mean? Just we know a PGX 10 doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. I mean, I think CGC should give out more 9.9s and 10s, but rather than just slamming 9.8s through on perfect books. But they don't, and I get it. So yeah, man, I don't know. I'm gonna start giving CBCS some run on some stuff.
Just
Definitely
don't run
on
no
the flip
reserve
books.
auctions, regardless of the book.
Oh no, I don't do. I do it. Yeah. With
I mean,
CBCS,
when I lose $1,000 on a land variant from something 2 days prior, it hurts. It hurts.
yeah.
Fuck, it's been years. I just hearing you talk about it hurts.
Yeah, that was bad, man. That was bad. I didn't see it because
I
I would
don't
have
have any
fucking
bad- I
bought
don't
it, dude.
have
I didn't
bad
see
will
it
for
until it
them.
was over. Let me know. I'll bid on some shit, dude. I'll take your books
Yeah.
cheap.
Carter, are you gonna start subbing books, or you just one day, someday? Someday.
I'll get it. We'll get around to it.
Carter's gonna send a book to a grading company. Someday.
I haven't graded a book in like 3 or 4 years, like damn near 3 years. It has
Damn.
been. Yeah.
I mean, Sean knows exactly how many books I grade, and it's less than 20 a year.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit better at it. I got more stuff. I've probably got, I don't know, 50 books down there right now. So you'll start seeing them. We'll see how they go. But my point is, like, the CGC gods giveth and the CGC gods taketh away. And,
Don't get pissy over a bad month.
I ain't trying to tempt the fate of the gods. You know what I mean? Like, good lord.
I like I said, I feel bad. Like I'll have a customer or something just get shit hammered. And I didn't. It's like I didn't do it. And I definitely I've lost customers for grades that were like absolutely insane. This one dude sent 10 books. I'm like, yeah, there's probably 10 9.8s here. You know what I mean? Knowing him, he'll get a 9.6, whatever. Press him just in modern, nice new books, nothing weird, you know. And I mean, dude, they gave him some 8.5s and 9s. Like they clearly they damaged his books, dude. You know what I mean? Or if they were either that or somehow they were damaged in shipping, but they didn't say anything. So neither of us could use the USPS insurance for those books by being damaged. They didn't say anything. So it's like, okay, dude just doesn't talk to me. I'm like,
I mean,
I didn't do it, man. I didn't do it. I know how to ship. I know how to pack. And trust me,
Sean gives the best grades
out or
via picture that I can ever imagine. If I have a question on a book, I'm sending Sean the picture going, what do you see?
I hope I keep my vision. He says the older I get.
Dude, the one guy for, I think, Torpedo wears cheaters over top of his regular glasses. I got a feeling I'll be doing that soon. Old man Nico, I'll be like,
hey, these glasses are like 3 inches thick, I think. So,
dude, I was in Florida.
My contacts are 3 inches thick.
I was in Florida at this place called The Villages. We were visiting some friends who are older. They're retired, right? I mean, you guys might all know this. I'm from California. I'm not old enough to live there. So, but they're there. So every dude at the bar had his son because, you know, like if you're outside or whatever, there's a lot of outdoor areas and stuff. With his sunglasses, his fucking reading glasses on the goddamn chain, right? And so they're putting it up and going like this so they can pay their bills, right? And I'm laughing. I'm all, no, man. Like I can't do it. I'll be that dude. Be like, can you read this? Can you read this? Can you read this? Tell me what it says, man. I don't think. I'll try contacts first.
All right. Thank you all for joining. Brian's gone, so I'm gonna have to do the responsible role and end us out. Thank you guys for sharing some fun talks tonight. Thanks to chat because you guys kicked ass. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do that. We will see you all next week.